And you know what? When I saw in the trash with my hair, it looked like there was a whole wig in there. I had like so much hair.
It must have been really long before that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Does anybody else have anything fun they want to share?
1 second.
Okay, that's okay.
Share. I think Dion's gonna share something.
Okay.
I wonder when he's gonna come back.
It's okay. We can wait till we can just like do some other stuff and then when he gets.
Right, here he comes.
Oh, perfect.
I built this hot rod yesterday.
Whoa.
It's a Lego
Cool.
hot rod. I like building.
Ooh.
He just likes building Lego so much. It's a hot rod.
All right. Well, let's show the plan for the day. So we can tell you what we're gonna do for the day. Do you want to share that, Lindsay, or I can if you?
Yeah, I will share that. What's the screen share? Sure. Can everybody see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just did the welcome back. So welcome every people that we've seen last week, and welcome new people, Jivan and Adriana, welcome. And we want to show you the points from last week. Do you have that, River? Like next, and groups of the day, like we're gonna assign new groups. We have 7 people today, so it will be a group of 3 and a group of 4. And that's for the game. And we're gonna do a short exercise and mindfulness, like a meditation. And we're gonna do a recipe demonstration of a guacamole. And we're gonna have a short 1-minute stretch break and review of last week materials, or maybe it's kind of new for the new people. And we're gonna do lesson 2, which is eating a rainbow. And we're gonna play a Jeopardy game. Ooh.
Yeah, so I can share the points. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
just trying. Sorry, guys. Sometimes Zoom can be complicated. All right, yeah. So if you weren't here last week, we do a system with points. So a lot of times we play games or we do like skits or things like that. So if you win a game or if you like volunteer to do one of the things, then you'll earn points. And then at the end, you'll get an Amazon gift card with a little bit of money on it based on how many points that you have. And we'll see how much we'll give everybody at the end, and we'll see how much we have to give too. But yeah, these are the points so far. And here you can see the total points. And then here, those were the points from last week. So they're obviously the same because we just had 1 week. But yeah, there'll be lots of opportunities to win points. And yeah, how about, yeah, I think we can do the exercise now. We're gonna do a quick exercise. If everybody's able to stand up, it's gonna be quick. If everybody has like a space.
We're on chairs.
Huh?
We're on chairs. I'm not on the chair.
Oh, okay. That's okay. It's okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do is Simon Says. Does everybody know how Simon Says? Yep. So everything that I'm gonna say to do is gonna be kind of a flashback. Not too hard because we don't want to get super tired. We are going to start with Simon Says. Put your hands on your head. Just to start. Simon Says, touch your toes. Simon Says, wiggle. And put your hands on your hips. Did it? Oh, Lindsay, You're out.
Oh.
Oh wait.
Oops. Because in first grade, in kindergarten, in the school, we did Simon Says.
Oh really? Okay. So
Yeah,
you
I
guys.
know how to play it.
Hey, Casey and Tyler, I know you guys just reconnected. We're playing a quick game of Simon Says if you want to join us. Okay. Simon says, put your hands high in the air. Simon says, shake them back and forth. Simon says, pick up each knee over and over. And stop. Did anybody stop?
Nope.
If you
Allison
stop,
stops.
Allison, you're okay. Keep going, keep going. And Simon says stop. And Simon says pretend like you're lifting weights. And Simon says spin around.
Oh.
Simon
Adriana's
says,
actually lifting weight.
Simon says stop. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Simon says do jumping jacks.
Yeah, what's jumping? I'll go just do it. What's jumping?
And Simon says do lunges. Here, I'll show. Lunge.
Hey.
Okay, and Simon says stop. And Simon says wiggle again. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And Simon says touch your toes.
Touch.
And Simon says touch your elbows.
Touch.
And Simon says touch your head.
Touch.
And touch your shoulders.
Touch.
Did we get anybody? Oh, I think we got Leanna. Just quick. You guys are good at this. It's going to take forever. Okay, Simon says kick your legs.
Kick, kick, kick. Kick, kick, kick you.
And Simon says
Spin around. I'm dizzy already.
says touch your face. And touch your shoulders. Aw, man. Okay. Okay, touch your hips. Touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your head. Simon says touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your hips. Simon says touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your head. Simon says touch your shoulders. Touch your hips. Man, how are you guys so good at this? I guess we can hold it for a minute, and if nobody's out by then you guys all tie. You guys all tie. Okay, Simon says shake your arms. And Simon says cross them on your chest. And Simon says squats. And Simon says move your head from side to side. And put your arms on your shoulders. Ah. All right, you guys all tie. That's it. Everybody that's left will get a point. You guys are too good at this. Wow, I was never that good at Simon Says when I was younger. Lindsay, you want to add points for them? That was awesome.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to show them the new teams for today?
Yes.
Or is that?
We can put that here.
Oh.
Sorry. Show you guys. We have the team for the day slideshow thing. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. That's crazy. Okay. I think that let's have CJ and Tyler be on the same team and Giovanna and Adriana be on the same team. Yeah, so that it'll be easier since you guys are all together. Here, I will show you guys the teams that I'm making. All right. So these are the teams from last week. So let's keep CJ and Tyler on that team. And on this team we have Vaughn, Adriana. And then what do you think, Lindsay, for everybody else?
Do you think we should do a roll spinner or something? Like a wheel spinner?
We do the wheel spinner. We'll decide. Just for everybody else.
So we have Allison, Roya, and Liana.
Okay. So Allison, Roya, and
How you doing that? Let me try that.
So when we
Okay,
spin, we put it in group 1.
yeah. Liana is it one? Liana.
Did I win some?
You're on team 1. You have a chance to win something for team 1.
So
And
should
then-
we do 3 or 4, or maybe we should put 4 people on the first team because last time I think it's just CJ and Tyler.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so this next person will also be on team 1. It can't be Liana again. Nope, it can't be Liana. Nope. Really just take her off. Oh man, all right, I'm taking her off. Okay, we got between Roya and Allison. Roya, okay. All right, so Roya is on team 1. Oops. And then who did we have left for team 2?
Oh, we got
Adriana.
Allison.
Oh, Alice. So those will be your teams to play game stuff. That's who you'll be with.
So I'm gonna do a short guided meditation for a minute, I think 2 minutes, and this meditation is called blowing a bubble. And so now take a comfortable seat, close your eyes, and taking a very deep breath. Pretend your tummy is a balloon, and as you inhale, make that balloon as big as you can.
It's a balloon.
You're gonna close your eyes, sit on the chair, and pretend that you don't have to grab a balloon. So now exhale and release it all. Let's do that again now. Inhale fully and make the balloon any color you want. Now as you do this, allow your arms and legs to get floppy as a rag doll. Just let them get heavy and loose, or limp and relax. They feel so heavy, it's as if you don't want to move them because they are just so very relaxed. Just allow your body to continue relaxing while we use our imaginations to picture something wonderful. In your mind, Pretend you're pulling a big magical bubble blower out of your pocket. It looks like any bubble blower, but this one has real magic in it. It has been small in your pocket, but as you pull it out, you realize it becomes enormous. It's a lot bigger than any bubble blower you have ever seen. Now, in your other hand, imagine you have a big bottle of magic bubble soap. Putting the blower into the thick magic bubble liquid. Now you can start to blow through the bubble blower to make your gigantic bubble. As you do this, I want you to put any worry and fear or you have about anything into that bubble and just put it all in there. Then continue blowing the bubble until you think it's big enough. Nod your head when you're done that. As you finish, watch how a very strong friendly wind comes along and carries your worry bubble far, far away. It carries it so far away that you will never have to worry about that again. You can blow out as many bubbles as you need with your magical bubble blower. Put anything in there that's bothering you and watch as the wind carries the bubbles away, far away. And you can use this magic bubble blower whenever you need to, just by imagining it in your mind. And I will be quiet now so you can finish. So let's open our eyes and we'll continue the lessons. Hope you guys enjoy the meditation.
Awesome. I hope everybody feels relaxed. That definitely relaxed me. That's a good way to help me with my breathing too. And when everybody's feeling stressed out, that's a really good way to help calm down. That's awesome. So we're gonna show a recipe now. I know last week we did the smoothie. We have a couple new people today. We learned how to make a smoothie. So this week we're gonna watch our friend Jack, and he is gonna show us how to make guacamole. And I think he's gonna do something extra fun with it. So let's see. 2, 3. There we go.
Where's Jack and who's Jack? Oh, there's Jack. I don't know who Jack is though. That video, hooray. I like
Hey everyone, if you recall from the first week, I'm Jack, and welcome to my kitchen. I will be showing us all how to make a pretty easy guacamole recipe, which will start with an avocado. Avocados are a fantastic source of fats and which are energy for your body in a much healthier way than a lot of processed food will contain. They also have fiber, which helps your digestion, helps your stomach stay happy, and antioxidants, which help all of the cells in your body resist some of the regular wear and tear that just comes around with life. We'll also be using cilantro, which is another excellent source of antioxidants. We'll be using lemon juice, which, in addition to being fantastically flavorful and having even more antioxidants, has vitamin C, which is actually necessary for everything in your body. And bad stuff can happen if you don't get enough vitamin C. There's vitamin C in a bunch of different things in your day-to-day diet, but not always enough. And adding some lemon juice, cooking with lemon juice is an easy way to boost pretty much everything in your body. The last thing we'll be using is salt. Now, salt is something you shouldn't have too much of, but you also need some of. Salt is an electrolyte, which means it helps your body stay hydrated. And so in a way, it's almost as important to have some salt as it is to have plenty of water in the day. The first thing we'll be doing is using a knife. Now, for those of you in the older groups, you might be comfortable using a knife. For those we'll need a sharp knife for some of this. For those of you in the younger groups, I'd recommend, and I'd actually say would strongly be required, you find an adult who's comfortable using a knife. The other day, I wasn't careful enough when using a knife and actually nicked my hand making this same recipe. It looks fine now, but it hurt a lot more at the time. So make sure you're comfortable using a knife for this recipe, or that you find someone who is. The first thing we're going to do with our cutting board here is we are going to take this avocado and cut in softly. And soon you'll hit the pit. Once you hit the pit, you slide around, just moving the avocado and not the knife. This creates a nice little cross section. Then you can just separate it nice and easy. If it doesn't come across very easy, you just give it a nice little twist. Now, your avocados ideally should be ripe. These ones are a little overripe, but it should still be fine. If they are too hard before you're even starting, let it wait a couple of days and it'll be a lot easier to make this. The second thing we'll need a knife for, or that you'll need an adult to help you use a knife for, is cutting up the cilantro. You want to cut up this nice leafy bit at the top because the stem doesn't have nearly as much flavor or nutrients. For those of you who will be using a knife yourself, a good tip when cutting anything with a knife, especially fruits and vegetables, is to cut it along using your knuckles as a guide and not your fingers to hold it down. That way you don't risk cutting into your fingers because your knuckles will stop against the knife. You want to cut up a fair amount if you like cilantro and set that to the side. This is the point where we no longer need to use a sharp knife, and it's actually harder to use than a soft knife. Now, the important thing to note about cilantro is for a small amount of people, they have a gene in their body that they probably got from their parents that will make cilantro taste like soap. So maybe nibble on some cilantro first, and you should be able to tell if it tastes really strongly like soap or if it tastes nice and kind of mild, pretty delicious. Now, I like cilantro, so I'd probably add a little bit more to this, but a standard good amount, if you're not sure how you feel on it, is to add 1 tablespoon. We also want 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I'll be adding that to a second after we dice up our avocado. Now, I forgot to de-pit it, which is actually one thing I want you before you set away your knife or send off your helpful adult who's helped you so far. This part is a little dangerous, so make sure you're comfortable with a knife. You want to take the base of the knife and hit it with a little bit of force into the pit of the avocado. Then you want to twist it and move it so you can pull out your avocado pit nice and easily.
That's a good job, Bob.
Setting our knife to the side again, we're going to dice up our avocado. First cutting horizontally, then cutting vertically. While it's still in the skin, so it's nice and easy to stay together. We're going to do this on the other avocado. It looks like this part of my avocado is a little too ripe, so I'm going to take that part out and leave it to the side. Now, with our remaining avocado, we're going to keep our skin mainly intact and use a fork, turn it out into this little bowl. My bowl has an owl on it. It's adorable and is not required, but definitely encouraged.
Let the avocado definitely. Let.
There we go. Once you've scooped both avocado in, you then want to add your tablespoon of cilantro, your tablespoon of lemon, although if you think the lemon might be a little strong, you're always free to start with less than a full tablespoon and add more as you go. It's really easy to alter this afterwards. Now, you finally add in your last 1/8 of a tablespoon of salt. you'd increase, this is the amount that you need for 1 avocado. If you're making 2 or 3, then you'd use 2 tablespoons of cilantro and lemon juice, or 3 tablespoons of cilantro and lemon juice, or 2 or 3/8 of a tablespoon of salt. And then you just mix it up and mash it up nice with your fork. Make sure that the avocado and the lemon juice and the cilantro are all nicely mixed together. And you can stop here. All you want is a nice and tasty treat. But if you want to go a little bit an extra mile in presentation, which can add a lot, maybe for a special occasion, like we just had Father's Day. Next time it comes around, you want to make your dad a nice treat that he'll definitely enjoy. You put a little bit of extra effort in. Take your avocado, just got that little bit out that was from the, because it was overripe, and load back this tasty guacamole into your avocado. This is about the time where you taste it, see if you want to add any more things before reloading it, because it's more of a hassle to fix it afterwards. However, I've made this a few times, and that's the amount I want. Now, once we have some guacamole back in our pit, you can add any other ingredients you want to use this as a little art project. What I'm going to use is the cucumber I just sliced up. Cucumber is a fantastic source of electrolytes, and it will also hydrate you. Now I'm going to add the cucumber to make a little face. Look at this adorable little guy. You could do plenty of different designs. You could make him happy. You could make him a little sad. You could branch out way more. You could make a little baseball. You could use some olives to make a little alligator. You can do whatever you want. A nice little bit of flair to add to a delicious dish to show someone that you really put in that little bit of extra work. All right?
All right. That was Jack. Yeah, so that was really cool. I've made guacamole before, but I've never put it into a face like that. So that's pretty awesome. CJ and Tyler, are you guys making guacamole as you watch? With your mom?
You making guacamole? Yeah, we tried it. We made a little bit.
Have you guys ever had it before? Is this your first time trying it?
They haven't tried it yet. Tyler, do you want to try some? CJ? Do you guys want to try? No. Okay.
Sure, yeah, you don't have to try on camera so we don't see it. You know, but yeah, if you guys have avocados in your house, that's a really awesome thing to make. Oh, are you guys trying it too, Giovanna and Adriana?
Yeah.
Are you making it? Yum. Yeah, I love guacamole. I think it's one of the best foods to have at like parties or events when you have a lot of people over. And I just think it's delicious. You can eat it with chips, or you can put it on like a burrito or a taco. I think it's awesome. All right, so what's next? Oh, we were just gonna do a 1-minute stretch break just so everybody has a minute because we've been sitting for a little while. So if everybody just wants to like take a minute and stretch or go to the bathroom, get a glass of water, whatever you need to do. And we'll start again in just a moment.
Got it. Mine fell down too. Hooray. The trail that looks like barf. The trail that looks like barf. You. Watch the feet. Let me go home. Well, yeah, I'm already done with mine avocado. My. life mine up better. Hey, can I have a nice one? No more nice one. I want some like that.
All right, Lindsay, do you think we should reconvene?
Yes. So after everyone is getting settled, we're gonna start our next plan of the day, like next task, which is to review the last week lessons. So you guys are prepared for today's Jeopardy game, which is gonna be some questions about last week. And so let's start with real food and processed food. Can anyone tell me what is the real food, what is the processed food from last week? I saw Giovanna and Adriana raise their hands. Do you want to say?
Yeah. Yeah. Processed food is like meat food. No, processed food is like meat, but it's like already they're adding. It's like they're adding more unhealthy stuff to make it tasty. And the real food is like it's, let's say it's an orange. Yeah, like fruits and vegetables are real food.
Yeah, that's correct. So real food are the ones that you can see in nature, like those grow on trees or on the ground. So they are growing in nature, and processed food, just as Jivan says, that like it's humans have done something to it to make it like tasty or something, or make it last longer. So those are processed food. So we know that. And next we're gonna go to GMOs. Did anyone remember or know what GMO is? Yeah.
Genetically modified organisms?
Right, that's correct. That's exactly what it stands for. And it means that like some of its genes, like it's kind of like your coding material for yourself. The genes has been modified to make it like be resistant to pests or something better, or make it grow a lot bigger than it originally was. So those are genetically modified organisms, and some of them so usually there hasn't been really a lot of tests to say that is significantly bad for you, but we just show like a corn picture from last week. We have seen that like, oh, even the insects prefer the non-GMO food over the GMOs. So there might be something to say to that. Even though like maybe from science it wasn't like really, really unhealthy, but like we're still like really suspicious. And next we talk about organic foods. So those are not really GMOs, and it will be labeled with like organic in the grocery stores, and they haven't used any pesticides on it. So just a little review. And we did the plant's life cycle. So can anyone tell me, or is any essential? Actually, I'm just gonna go over it because I think we're kind of short on time. So, and plants need sunlight, water, air, soil, and space, just like human beings need. And from the plant life cycle, a plant grow from seed to a plant to open flowers and then become fruit. And they need sunlight, rain, and air, all that stuff that I just mentioned, able to grow, and also to be able to have the really essential process, the photosynthesis, to able to make nutrients for themselves. So that's that. And we're gonna start with today's lesson. If anyone have any questions though about last week, I know I go over really quick. Okay. So this week, River Demon sharing the video. We're gonna do Eating a Rainbow. And first we wanna watch a short video. It might be a little dense. There's some vocabularies in it. If you guys have any questions about any specific vocabularies, you can always ask. But you don't have to pay too much attention to the hard vocab, but just remember what is each colors of food are good for.
And I'm just gonna mute everybody while we watch the video so the audio doesn't happen at the same time, but then you can unmute after if you want. All right.
Already.
We are the rainbow of foods that you should have in all your meals. Eat your rainbow every day and great is how you will feel. We'll give you essential vitamins and also minerals. So when you get hungry, make sure you sit and eat a rainbow. Let's start with the color red. We are some essential foods to eat. We are the apple, red cabbage, tomato, and cherry. Red pepper, red onion, watermelon, and also strawberry. Our important nutrients you need to keep being healthy are flavonoids, lycopene, folate, and vitamin C. Our job's to keep your heart and your memory healthy. Pick one of us to fill the red color on your plate and you'll see. Orange and yellow are our group colors. We are cantaloupe, carrot, mango, and yellow pepper. Butternut, squash, papaya, and pineapple. Pumpkin, orange, and the sweet potato. The nutrients and vitamins we provide to help you grow are beta carotene, vitamin A, and vitamin C. We keep your eyes, heart, and immune system healthy so you can live a long life and continue to see. We are the rainbow of foods that you should have in all your meals. Eat your rainbow every day and great is how you will feel. We'll give you essential vitamins and also minerals. So when you get hungry, make sure you sit and eat a rainbow. We are the green group and here's who we are. Asparagus, bok choy, green grape, and cucumber. Cabbage, collards, broccoli, and green beans. Green pepper, honeydew, kale, spinach, and peas. Isothiocinates and omega-3 fatty acids. Chlorophyll, vitamin K, and carotenoids. Are nutrients and vitamins that can bring you joy. We support healthy eyes, and also your teeth. But in order to get our support, first us you must eat. We're the blue and purple group and we come after green. Dark beans, eggplant, beet, fig, blue, and blackberry. Our possible nutrients come from anthocyanin. We can help improve your memory and healthy aging. We are the rainbow of foods that you should have in all your meals. Eat your rainbow every day and great is how you will feel. We'll give you essential vitamins and also minerals. So when you get hungry, make sure you sit and eat a rainbow. We are the white group and the final one too. We are ginger, jicama, onion, and the mushroom. Our possible nutrients come from our flavonoids. We help your heart and good cholesterol, so eat us, don't avoid. We are the rainbow of foods that you should have in all your meals. Eat your rainbow every day and great is how you will feel. We'll give you essential vitamins and also minerals. So when you get hungry, make sure you sit and eat a rainbow.
Thanks for watching Kids Learning Tube. Please subscribe below and join us next week to learn more about everything.
Okay, great. So now we just watched a video. Does anyone have any questions, like maybe a vocab that's particularly striking to you? I know we don't have to know all of those, but like just in case if you're curious.
What is flavonoid?
Hold on.
I didn't know this either. I learned this.
So basically flavonoids are a group of plant metabolics, and they're providing health benefits to like cell signaling pathways and antioxidant effects. So let me just cut that down. So antioxidant effects, they provide that, which is the way to make your cell to be able to resist to like aging, or like that's what make you young and healthy. And those are the molecules that's good for those. So it also provide like health benefits to like cell signaling power, which is like how your cells communicate, like your body's like the cells in your body communicates. So that helps that too. So it's kind of like a chemical that's helpful for those. Or any other questions?
Did anybody know that the health benefits from your food is based on what color it is? Because I didn't actually know that before we planned this out. I think that's really cool. So all you have to do to make sure you're getting everything is eat every color.
Yeah. Also, the science behind it, it's like because the dye of the fruit dye that makes for example, makes apple red, that redness is something that it's good for your health. Like those are kind of particular to each kind of color, but like those big words that you just seen, some of them are like the fruit dyes that make it like red, orange, and yellow, and those are really good for your health actually. So they're not human dyes, but like they're natural, and then they have something good. So most of them are antioxidants, yeah, which is I just mentioned. And those vitamin A, vitamin C, I know, like, if you guys know that vitamin A is good for like your vision and an immune system, which is exactly why orange fruit that they just mentioned is good for vision, immune system, and lungs, kidneys, and other organs. So yeah.
Did you want me to share the slideshow?
Sure, yeah. So I have some few memory tips that helps you remember what we just covered.
Can everybody see that?
Yeah. So first, we just talk about the red foods, and to help you remember that the red food are good for heart and memory, you can think of a tomato that's been cut in half, and then you can see it has 4 chambers. If you can see on the left on the pictures, and we know that your heart also have 4 chambers, so we can kind of relate that and think, oh, when you see tomato or something red, you think of, oh, it's good for your heart. So that's how you remember it. And we just mentioned that vitamin A in orange foods like carrots, it's really good for your eyes. And we can remember that by looking at the cut up version of the carrot, which kind of looks like an eye. Like if you cut it out, like you can see the little circle in the middle. So that's really good for your eyes. Remember orange, eyes. And for the green, think about celery, and you kind of see that. I know it's a little bit stretched, but like it's long and straight, and it's kind of hard. So that's kind of like a bone. So think about green foods. They're good for many things. They're good for bones, your teeth, and it's basically because one of the it's basically because the vitamin A, vitamin K, and carotenoids in green foods. And purple food, think about grapes. I know. So look at the shape. It kind of shapes like River, do you mind clicking the present? Ooh. I think River has a connection issue. Let me just share it. Hold on.
Hi, sorry, my internet cut off. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys. It's back on. I don't know how that happened. Okay. The next one, sorry.
So the purple food, you can see that it shapes like a heart. I know that red food is good for heart if you just remember that. Purple is also good for heart, and it's also good for disease, for memory, like improve your memory, which is good for improving or treating Alzheimer's disease. So heart and brain. And next. So there's some special foods like walnuts, And you can see that it shapes exactly like a brain, if you can tell, and it's good for your brain. And your kidney beans, it shapes like kidneys, and it's good for your kidneys. So that's how you remember it. Maybe something shaped like a body part, and it's actually good for your body part. Usually that's the case. So let's start with, so we have 8 minutes left. Do you want to show the video, like the God's Pharmacy? Or should we skip that and go to Jeopardy because we only have like 8 minutes?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Although the God's Pharmacy video is only like 30 seconds, so
Okay.
maybe we can watch it. All right, this is just a quick video and it just talks about a little bit of what we were just saying. Okay. Yeah, so that just talks about what we were just saying. So next we're gonna play a game. So I'm gonna remind everybody of the teams that they're in, that we split into at the beginning. So team 1 for today is CJ, Tyler, Leanna, and Roya. And then team 2 is Jivan, Adriana, and Allison. So those are our teams, and we are going to play Jeopardy. Does anybody like watch Jeopardy on TV? No? Okay, I'll show you guys how to play. Okay, let me share my screen and so that everybody can see. Okay, so we have 2 teams, team 1 and team 2. So
What is this?
So this is a game called Jeopardy. You might have seen it on TV. Oops, sorry, that's the point tracker. Point in team tracker. Here are the teams. So these are going to be the teams that we play Jeopardy in. So everybody remember who you're with. And everything is at the top. So. Okay. So when it's your team's turn, and it's your turn to go, you're going to pick one of these categories. So we have real versus processed food, which we talked about last week. We have plant growth, which we talked about today. So you're going to pick a category of something that you think you know the most about, and then you can pick one of these numbers. And under each of these numbers is a question. So if it's a lower number, like 100, that means it's going to be an easier question. And then as it goes up, 200, 300, 400, 500, it gets harder and harder. So if you are really confident and you feel like you know everything about real and processed food, you can pick 500 and we'll ask you that question. And if you pick a higher question, that might be better for your team because if you get it right, then you get all those points. So if you get the 500 question right, then you get 500 points for your team. All right, and then the winner will get points added to them. So why don't we start with team 1? Who from team 1 would like to go first? We have CJ, Tyler, Leanna, and Roya.
I can go first.
Awesome. All right, which category do you want?
Plant growth 300.
300? All right, here we go. Where does oxygen come from? And the hint is that the answer is one word.
Plants.
Yes, yep. Oh, reveal correct. There we go, plants. Perfect. Yeah, oh. Does it automatically do the points? Sorry guys, I'm still trying to figure out how to put it on. Oh no, I think I have to add them. So points for team 1, 300. Beautiful. All right, since you got that right, let's have somebody else from team 1 go.
I'll go.
Okay, what category do you want?
I have real versus processed food, number 300.
300. Why is it important to eat lots of real foods?
It's important because they have more nutrients and fiber than fake foods or unhealthy foods, and it's just more healthy and can help you with lots more things.
Yeah. Yep, that's perfect. That's pretty much exactly what we said. So real food is always better for you than processed food, even though not all processed food is bad, and it helps you to be strong and healthy. All right, so points for team 1. And since you got that right, let's have another one from team 1. Who else is on team 1? Oh, CJ and Tyler. Does one of you guys want to go? I think you're muted. You don't want to go? Okay, that's okay. Let's move on to team 2 then.
Can I go first?
Yeah, Adriana, yeah. Which one do you want?
Plant growth 100.
Plant growth, you said?
Yeah, plant growth 100.
Okay. Name 2 things that plants need to grow.
Water and oxygen. I mean soil.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was 3 things. Water, warmth, sunlight, carbon dioxide. You said oxygen. And you also said soil, which we don't have in here, space. But yeah, all of that works. That's all perfect. So point for team 2. All right, let's have some team 2. Javon, do you want to go?
Plant growth 500.
Oh, wait, sorry. Skip. You said plant growth 500?
Yeah.
Name 3 of the 5 stages of a plant's life cycle. This is kind of a hard one.
Germinating. Like it's breaking out of the seed.
Yeah.
Sprouting. And
I can give you a hint for the last one since you're on a roll. What does every seed start, I just said it. What does plant start as? Yes, a seed. All right, I kind of gave that away, but this was a really hard one. Yeah, so seed, young plant, mature old plant, flower, fruit. And you were talking about the germination. So that's when it becomes the young plant. It like breaks out of the seed into the young plant. So yeah, that's a perfect way to say it. So nice, you just got 500 points for your team. Allison, do you want to go?
Sure. I'll pick eating area but 100.
100. Okay, name 1 example of a yellow or an orange food. And it has to be a real food. You can't choose a processed food like Cheetos. Oh.
Orange.
Perfect. Well, that was easy. You had one right there. That's perfect. All right. You get those points. Amazing. Yeah, so here are some other examples of yellow and orange food. You could have a lemon, squash, pumpkin. A pumpkin is actually a fruit, which I thought was interesting. It's a state fruit of New Hampshire, which is where I'm from. Pineapple, those are all yellow and orange foods. So we're running a little low on time. If you guys have to go, I totally get it, but we can finish the game for everybody who can stay. Let's go back to team 1. Does anybody from team 1 want to go? We have Liana. Okay, awesome. Which one do you want?
Real versus processed food, 400.
Is tomato sauce a real or a processed food?
Processed.
Processed, yeah. I thought that one would be harder. Perfect, yeah. So it's made from tomatoes, which are real food, but it's processed because they make it into Roya, do you want to go?
Sure. I'll do real versus processed food, 200.
Did you add the point? Oh, wait.
I just added them, sorry. I forgot it first, but I just got it. Okay, so 200. Name one possible way to identify processed food and one possible way to identify real food.
Processed food comes in a package, and real food comes from the ground or trees.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Real food is found in nature, and processed food, yeah, one of those things is that it's packaged. That's a good way to tell. All right. Are CJ and Tyler still here? I can only see a couple of you on the side. I think they might have had to go. Okay. What about Jivan or Adriana? Do either of you want to go?
Can I go? Eating a rainbow 200.
Why is it important to eat a variety of colorful foods?
What is many kinds of colorful food?
That means like all different kinds.
Because it makes you healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, so food of different colors have different health benefits. So if you eat a rainbow of food, it helps every part of your body grow and be strong and help you be healthy, like you said.
Excuse me, did you add the 200 points to team 1?
Oh my goodness, yes, thank you. Sorry, yes, keep reminding me if I forget. That's my bad. All right. Allison, you want to go next for team 2?
For the process for 100.
Name one real food and one processed food.
When we're from food and from processed food.
Yeah, perfect. Wow, you even have the examples. That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, so again, we have anything found in nature and then anything like packaged or changed. So we got an avocado and a Cliff Bar. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so team 2 with those points. All right. And then
Can you answer now?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Eating a rainbow 500.
Eating a rainbow 500. Name 2 examples of green foods and one health benefit of eating green foods.
Green foods are like green beans, and they give good things for the kidney.
For kidneys, yeah. And do you have one more example of a green food besides green beans?
Broccoli. Wait, no.
Broccoli works.
Broccoli is the
Yeah, so here are some of the other things it's good for. It's good for the bones, the teeth, the eyes, and it helps prevent things like heart diseases and diabetes.
I also see Lana from the chat. I don't know if she's able to talk, but like she also said vitamin K, which is perfect for green food.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Which team are you on again, Jivan? Sorry, I lost track.
two.
Team 2. And then give Leanna a few points because she added. I don't know if. Let's give her 100 points for that because that was a really tough thing to know. All right. Who's next? Back to team 1. We have Victoria and Leanna.
I'll go. Real processed food 500.
What is the name for food that is grown without using pesticides or GMOs or unnatural fertilizers? Kind of a hard one.
Can you put it in a more simpler way, please?
Yeah, so if you're shopping in the grocery store, you might buy a specific type of food. You might look for this type of food, and that means that there's no pesticides on it, so it's none of that poison to make it grow differently, and it's not genetically modified. So it might have a label on it that says this.
Well, you mean like organic food, like blueberries? Sometimes they put it on there.
Yep, organic food, perfect. You got it. 1,800 points. Brianna, are you able to speak? I know it's past 11.
I'm eating a rainbow 400.
Name one example of a white food. So this one's kind of hard. Oh, gosh. Okay, yes, perfect. Yep, that's a really good example. I had onion, garlic, jicama, mushrooms, gingers. Cauliflower is a great example. So team 1. All right, back over to team 2. Who wants to go? Adriana, maybe?
Javon.
Javon? Okay.
400.
Okay. What is a plant embryo called? All plants start off as this, is your hint.
What's an embryo?
An embryo is kind of like, it's what a baby starts off as.
Like an egg?
Yeah, kind of like an egg.
A seed.
A seed, yep. Perfect, yes. All right.
This time, plant grows 200.
Okay, describe the process of planting a seed.
Not my turn.
So what would you do? I can give you a hint. If you're planting a seed, you might have a pot. And what would you fill that pot with?
Soil.
Yeah. And then how would you plant it?
I plant it like with soil, and then I poke a little hole with my finger and drop the seed and cover it again and start watering it.
Yeah, and water it. Yeah, that's the most important part, is to make sure you water it. And then also when you're done, you can give it sunlight.
Yeah.
All right. Allison, you have a choice. You can either take the last one, which is 300, or you can give it to the next team, since it's the only one left.
Eating a rainbow 300.
Going for it, right? Name one example of a red food and one benefit of eating red foods.
This tomato.
What?
The heart.
Yes, perfect. Yep. Yeah, so that one is easy to remember because Lindsay was talking about it. Your heart is red, and it kind of looks like some red foods, like a tomato. So, yeah, you were on team 2, Allison, I think. You got those last points. All right, that was a really close game, everybody. I think we should give everybody points for it, but we'll give the people on team 2 a few more points since they did come out the winners.
Yeah, so I think I will give everyone on team 2 3 points, and team 1, what do you think, 1 or 2 points?
Let's go 2 points. It was a really close game.
Yeah, and also CJ and Tyler left, so like they have fewer people.
Yeah.
So I guess. Oh, 3 and 2.
All right. So that's pretty much all we have for today, guys. We're gonna next week the lesson's gonna be all about stress and de-stressing and talking about how that affects our bodies. So make sure you come back next week and we'll talk about that. It was so good to see you all, and it was really nice to meet you, Javon and Adriana. I'm so glad you guys joined us. So
It was nice to meet you too.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Miss River? Do you guys have a personal Instagram that I could follow so I could see all the posts?
You mean like for myself or for the program?
Either is fine.
So I can't give you my own Instagram just because of our rules. But I think for Eat to Thrive. And maybe when we're done with the program, I can give you my personal Instagram to follow, but just like not while it's happening, because I think we have rules about that. Let me see. Do we have an Instagram, right, Lindsay? Like the Eat to Thrive Instagram?
I think we have an Eat to Thrive one, but not like the Real Kids Real Foods. I feel like we should be making one. But we have an Eat to Thrive Instagram, but that's like for the adult class. They're sharing like a lot of recipe and how to make them, which is different from we taught in class, and it's kind of like supposed to be like for the adult audience, but you can also follow that. It's called Eat to Thrive. They have a lot of recipe on it, so yeah, they're all yummy.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No
Bye.
problem.
Bye, guys. See you later.